Welcome into another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days. I'm Michael Knight, sitting down now with Heritage Hall senior AJ Sirls. AJ, before we talk about 2020, we got to go back to last year. Obviously a lot of winning football again, but at the same time doesn't end the way you guys would like with a loss to Lincoln in the semifinals. How much have you guys used that loss as motivation this offseason?
We've been using it as a pretty good motivation. We have a motto now. It's called "Humble and Hungry," and I just think during that game they're a little bit more prepared than we were, and got to hand it to them. They're a good team, and yeah.
Was it a situation where, Heritage Hall has won so much football over the last 5 years? Was it a situation, you mentioned them being a little more prepared? Was it a deal where you guys, you more times than not when you step off the bus, you're going to get back on the bus with a win? Was there a little overconfidence in it?
A little bit, because once you go undefeated for some time, you can have a little overconfidence in you. But our coaches still prepared us the same way. But I just think we saw ourselves winning the state championship.
What's it been like for you to be a part of this program? Obviously with the exception of last year, you're used to winning championships, and even last year was still a good season. You got one more year of it. Heritage Hall, obviously the football program is excellent, but athletics overall is fantastic. How much fun has it been to be a part of this program the last 3-4 years?
It's been really fun, actually. Our coaches will push us, but that's just part of football. They make it fun for us. It's just fun playing with a group of guys that you just love, and we really come together during the summer. So.
For you with the recruiting process, because you are being recruited, you're one of the better linebackers in Oklahoma, at least in the senior class. When you deal with that process where you're talking to college coaches all over the country, what's that been like for you? Because obviously, I'm assuming that you grew up wanting to play college football, but now it's kind of a reality, man.
Yeah, it's actually been kind of crazy. I just want to thank God for it. It's something to get used to, but what I look for in a college is just a place where I feel home, and good education, good football. So,
look, that's what you've gotten at Heritage Hall, so no reason to switch it up in college. When it comes to the recruiting process for you, the one question I'd like to ask guys, because number one, I've never been athletic enough to be recruited by a college, so I have no idea how you feel. But the one thing I always compare it to is it more fun or is it more stressful? Because if I put myself in your shoes, I could obviously see a lot of fun aspects, but I could also see a lot of stressful times. For you, is it more fun or stressful?
It's a little bit of both. It's always fun knowing that someone wants you to play for their school, but also, just coming up with my senior season, it's kind of hard to know what school you want to go to, especially with this corona stuff going on. You can't really go to the campus, so it's a little bit of pressure, and then you want to make your family and your friends happy. So
now for you going into this season, 2020, your last go-around, Heritage Hall brings back a lot of guys from last year, offensively, defensively, especially on that defensive side of the ball. You guys are pretty stout. What obviously the expectations are to win a state championship again, but how do you guys go about accomplishing that? Again, coming off of last year, the way it ended, how do you guys get back to a championship game and win it all?
Just taking it day by day, practice by practice, game by game. Like I said, our coaches do a good job of getting us prepared for the game. Coach Bogert always says that preparation is the key to our success, and failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So we just want to take it day by day, get in our film and know what we're doing.
And then finally, what's something that you've been trying to improve on? You're going into your, third year as a starter, would have been fourth if you hadn't got banged up as a freshman. When you go into this season, what's something that you've been trying to improve on as an individual to try to help your team to that goal?
Me personally, I've just been working on my speed. This game is evolving, and the position as a linebacker, you should be able to do anything and everything, like covering a wide receiver man-to-man. So for me, speed and then working on my pass drops. And I've been working with a trainer. His name is James Callens, and he's been doing a good job working me, getting my speed back.
AJ, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I'm really looking forward to what Heritage Hall does in 2020 because there's one thing I know for sure. They don't like losing. So coming off of last season, the 2020 could be special for the Chargers. So, AJ, thanks so much for sitting down with me today, and good luck to you and your teammates this year, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's AJ Sirls. I'm Michael Knight, and this has been another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days.